Sorry.
I don't have to be. I don't have to be quiet, Nick, if you don't want me to.
Who's that? Team? Nice to see you.
Team,
We
team.
finally have a team class.
God, I've been waiting for this.
Yeah, the schedule has always been mistaken. Excuse me, I'm being yelled at. Sorry, honey, just a moment. 5-year-old said mixed nuts were being too loud. That's why you guys were being quiet, and I appreciate
Mm.
it. So sorry about that. Hi everybody, welcome to Xuanzang's Tower. We have an exciting. Everybody, try to get this right. We have a team class with Tim, right, a Tim class with team,
Mm.
a team
Both are
class with
true.
Tim. Yes, but whatever it is, it's going to be exciting. Perfection of wisdom. Very much looking forward to it. Thank you all for coming. Thank you, everybody, for those of you who translate us into other languages. We appreciate you. And I'm sorry that we speak fast. And thank you, everybody else. Uh, Tim, if you have a homework ready, let's do it.
It's kind of a homework, but first of all, I'd like to welcome everybody who's here this morning.
Hi, everybody is there. Everybody.
Everybody.
Hi.
There's a few people. Here's Tatiana.
Hi. Is that your cat that's there, Tim?
That's my cat too. Yeah, there she is.
Nice.
Yeah. So, all right. So what we're going to do today is, wait, I can't share my screen. There it is. Sorry, I just upgraded my operating system. Hold on. Let's see here. There we go. Okay. All right. So we actually went through this this debate, but halfway through, there's a section here that Gelsub J comments on this section, and we were trying to do this last time when we had another team class with Tim. And we didn't get through any of this in the last class. And so when we were with Geshe, so Geshe asked me to translate the comment, Gelsub J's commentary to the previous verse. So that's what we're going to do today. Pre-translate that. But we have to go back to the actual verse to figure out what's going on. So this will be our homework. We're going to review the previous verse so we can know what the heck we're translating. So, because I got people here, oh, look at that. Emily, do you want to come and read want to read for everybody? Or you can just read from there onto the screen. Oh, wait. They're not going to hear you unless you're up here. Okay.
가칙, 난개,
Sange.
상계, 이웨이, 이나, 주와,
Doje.
도제, 뇽몽, 풍교,
Cheer.
철, 두순, 백협파타,
Good.
gyulawala,
Gulamale.
gyulamale.
Good. We'll just stop there so we'll break that up. Who wants to play translator with me? Ben? Nick?
Oh,
If something is the word of the Buddha, it should be spoken in order to eliminate mental afflictions or negative emotions from the students. Always.
Okay. All right. So good. So if something is the word of the Buddha, Sangaki Kayana, did you what was the beginning part you said? Is this something we
if something is, so the na is the if. Sangeki
right?
ka is word of the Buddha, ka is being word, and then yin is.
Cool. All right. And then the next part that you brought out?
Dulje Nyomong is Dulja is disciple or student, and then Nyonmong is the negative emotion, and the apostrophe out there in the middle is connecting it. So it says the negative emotions in the disciple or of their
Of the
like their negative emotion. So it's making it possessive.
Cool. And then what's the verb here? What's being pong? What is ponging?
Pong is give up, get rid of.
All right. And then the cheer do.
In order to.
Okay. And then what's the sungpa? What is it related to in this earlier part of the sentence?
Sange Kika is being sungpad, spoken.
Great. Yeah. So sungpa is spoken, and what's speaking? The mouth of the Buddha, the words of the Buddha.
Yeah, he's probably speaking the words.
Right. Probably the words. Yes.
Or he's yeah.
And then what's this kabartel doing?
It's in debate form, we use that phrase. A kyaba is something that means that one thing would imply another thing all of the time. Or it just means, it literally means it covers every time, or it covers everything.
Right. So if something's the speech of the Buddha, then it must be the case, or it's true, or it is.
It necessarily means that it is when it's spoken, it gets rid of the negative emotions in the mind of the disciple, or just
okay,
the disciple's negative emotions, it says. And then
okay, so
the higher lion says
Gyu Lama. And what's the Sanskrit of the Gyu Lama?
Tantra ire.
Uttara Tantra.
Oh. So you said Sanskrit, sorry.
Higher Tantra, I like that. Good.
Uttara Tantra.
And is it a Tantra?
From what I understand, it is not.
Yes.
Well, it depends how you.
It's a tantra.
Yes, it is a Tantra, but depends how you define Tantra, right? Word.
Exactly.
All right. You would have won on Jeopardy. So it's Uttara Tantra, right? The higher line, Gyu Lama. And so what we're going to see here is going to be the reason that's going to allegedly prove why it's necessary that if something is the word of the Buddha, it must have been spoken or must be spoken in order to remove negative emotions or kleshas in students. How you doing, Janine? Are we speaking too fast for you? No? Okay, good. All right. All right. So here's the reason. Let's see here. How about Marina? Do you want to come read this?
Kanchen don dan
More volume.
Kanchen don dan chon dan ye reupa
There.
nyer reupa.
So when you increased your volume, you reduced your volume. Go the other direction.
Kam sum kunne yon monk ponchen sum
Cheers, sung.
shin no okay
Mhm.
yes Shiva chen yon
Penyon.
here penyon ton par zat petka deni tran son sun in dog passion.
Good job. All right. Who wants to play? We all, I guess we all could just play together. All right. Kanshik dun.
Maybe dun den though.
Yeah,
Dun
dun
den.
den.
Yes, I'm sorry. Dun den. Yes, sorry.
Whatever has something.
Yeah,
Whatever has something.
Some meaning.
Kind of
The meaning, right?
Yeah.
So or Ben or Ward, can you explain like what we're with this format in the beginning, Kang Shik, or what are we trying to fit? Like, how is this set up for us in poetry? Like, what is, when it says whatever is has meaning, what are we trying to do?
I mean, it's not always the case, but yes, this could be the the Geshe Michael Peekaboo poetic method, wherein we are offered hints as to who will be honored. And Kong Sheik means any old or that which or the one who.
Right. Exactly.
Dot, dot, dot. Yeah.
So we're basically saying we're going to give you a list of qualities and then we're going to tell you what they are. We're going to tell you
Awesome.
who or what it is.
Mhm.
Right. So that one or that which has meaning, right? Possesses meaning. We're not sure what it is yet. Chudang ner drelwa.
Is connected to the Dharma. I don't know.
Connected to Dharma.
Maybe.
I mean, maybe. I mean, I thought it might perhaps be just talking about all existing things, maybe. I don't know.
Could be.
When we talked
Awesome.
about it in October, it was always connected to the Dharma.
Mm.
Right.
Great.
I'm not sure. We'll find out on Kelsub J's commentary what it means.
Yeah.
All right. So Kamsum Kunne.
Kamsum and then Kune Nyongmo.
So Kamsum, what's that word?
The three realms.
Probably.
In all three realms.
Okay.
Probably.
All right. And then let's go to the end first. So we have Sung,
Spoken.
cheer,
In
Dude,
order to
Yeah.
Ong. We just did this in the previous part.
get rid of.
Eliminate.
Yeah. So we're eliminating
Kune no
our
mo.
right.
Kune no mo.
Do you think they're all together?
I know that.
Or is
Yeah. Kune no Nyongmo
It's one
just
word.
means
it
all of them.
oh, okay.
I think the Kune is because the Ne is doing from all three realms.
No.
No, it's a Sanskrit word translated into Tibetan.
Kune no mo means the afflicted side of reality, as opposed to the pure side of reality.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's good to know that because I read it as removed all negative emotions from all of those in the three realms. But
No,
this is all one word.
completely eliminated like samsaric, anything samsaric from all three realms or something. From the
Okay.
three realms. Yeah. It's one word.
What's the Sanskrit word just for our edification?
I don't know. They use kune to translate. Like some modifiers in Sanskrit, and I don't think it's always the same one even, but it's like
Probably sarva or something.
maybe, but it's I'll tell you later. It'll come to me.
Okay.
Something simpler like V klesha or something.
I have it. It's sanklishta.
Sanklista. Okay. Yeah.
Sanklista.
Yeah, sun.
Cool.
Yeah, meaning all.
Cool. Well, thanks for teaching me something new.
Welcome.
All right. Shiwei Penyon.
The benefit or of probably nirvana, but it could be peace. Nirvana's benefit.
The way that he said nirvana and total enlightenment in class, but sort of like highest peace here.
Yeah.
And then what's the Tumpa doing? What's Tumpaing the Penyon in the Shiwas of the Shiwa?
teaching those benefits
Of peace.
of nirvana.
All right, and then what is the Sepa doing here?
It's a verbalizer used to add a couple beats to the sentence.
All right, cool. All
It
right,
means to do literally.
We're doing the teaching.
Yeah.
We're honorifically doing the teaching.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a perfect
Okay.
translation.
Yeah.
Publish.
Publishable, yes. All right, Denny.
Therefore,
There. And then who's the drunk song?
Urshis.
Seer.
Why?
Who's the drunk? who's the Zhongsung Chenpo? Chenpa.
Probably the Buddha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the great saint.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And what's the Sanskrit for this?
Urshi.
Yeah. It's
Sida. Sida.
Yeah.
No,
That's what was
it's
that's what
literally
that,
a rishi.
it's
that's literally okay. That he said in class Siddha, so maybe
it could be both.
it's
It could be.
it could be okay.
Well, Siddha literally means to go straight, and so does Drang, so it could be a more literal translation, actually.
I love nerds. This is so great. Okay, so this was spoken. So this is spoken by the Zhongsong, the coolest dude,
Mhm.
and it does all these things, right? It has meaning. It's connected to the Dharma. Removes negative emotions. The speech removes the negative emotions in the three realms. Of all the three realms, or everywhere.
No, it removes. It's saying nirvana is the removal of all anything samsaric.
Where did you pull up nirvana?
Shiva, nirvana.
Well, there's a verb in between. Does it?
These
I don't know.
teachings are the thing that is the teachings that show you how the benefits of nirvana, which were spoken by that saintly sage who was straightly.
The straight sage that does not work in English. Wow, that would be too much. All right. That great sage, right?
Yeah.
And then the last three words, Dokpashen. What's that?
Anything other than that ain't that.
Anything. Oh, I like that. Anything other than that is not that. Right. All right, cool. All right. So basically, we have our Kachik is saying this verse proves their point, right? He says if something is the speech of the Buddha, is necessarily speech which removes the negative emotions of students. And that's exactly what he's saying here. The speech.
Well, in order, just to be pedantic, it was spoken in order to get rid of the negative emotions of beings. In some of our cases, it hasn't been successful, but I'm sure it'll come around.
Is it not the speech of the Buddha because I still have negative emotions?
Right. So we should give them that slack. Otherwise, I would disprove the rule.
According to whom?
Oh, according to me.
It's the purpose of the speech is with the intent and hope that it removes the negative emotions. Whether it does or not is suspect.
Yes.
Is that what we're saying, Ben?
Roughly, just being careful because we're obviously going to see an attack on this answer. So we better be precise because the attack will be.
Yeah.
Right. Perfect. So before we move into how it gets cleared up, before we do Gyaltsab J's commentary, what do you all imagine is wrong with this? I know we did this, but let's just kind of imagine what are some potential. The Kachik is wrong in some way. So what could be some potential ways in which they are wrong?
Well, sometimes he taught about how to wear the robes.
Yeah, exactly.
So could you explain that a little bit more, Venerable Upala?
Well, that's not directly related to removing negative emotions.
Well, it could be somewhat. I mean, I'm just going to argue just for the sake of it. Because those who have robes have more vows, which are designed to remove negative emotions.
It's a fun argument.
You said directly.
She did add the word directly. I know. It made the hairs on the back of my neck stand up.
Yes. Well, okay. All right. That's what's fun about debating. You can say things like that and then, okay. So, right, maybe the Buddha was talking about, I don't know, bananas, you know, or putting on the
Sutra?
robes, you know. I mean, I don't know if there's, I don't know if there's anything in sutra about bananas, but you know,
Probably
but he
not.
could have been, you know, it basically.
I'd like to
What's that?
say so far, I like this definition and I understand they're going to attack it. And I don't think a Buddha is capable of talking about bananas unless it's going to help all beings.
Mm. Mm.
Did you say it's
Okay.
capable?
Yeah, I said is capable. I think that a Buddha literally could not talk about something that didn't help all beings if they tried, which they couldn't.
Mm.
Yeah.
To
Well,
take a
All right.
position.
Okay. Well,
Kramer.
okay.
Yo.
Yeah, I mean I love the verse too. But what about the Kachik's statement? Um, is it the cheer do?
I don't know. I like it. I don't know that it's wrong. However, it wasn't clear to me who the speech was attributed to here, although the word "sung" is here, which suggests that it's spoken by a high being. But
Yeah.
is it the Sangye God just because it's spoken for the sake of removing negative afflictions? I myself am capable of speaking in order to remove, for the sake of removing other people's mental afflictions, and I have often found my speech to be highly ineffective at achieving that end.
Yeah, so it's the cheer do. I think the cheer do is what they're gonna attack. Yeah.
It could just be that he didn't specify who is speaking.
Well, he said
I don't.
Sangeki
Mm,
ka.
the Sangeki Ka, if something is the Sangeki Ka, then it is that which is spoken in order
Right, I see. Yeah.
to remove the
Okay.
negativities of all beings. I don't know, maybe. So could we get in trouble here because that which was spoken by Lord Maitreya, particularly relevant to this, to the Uttara Tantra, for example, which we just quoted, is that the speech of the Buddha? Because I don't even think Maitreya has much capacity to say anything that wouldn't help you immensely and remove your negative emotions. But technically, it's not the speech to the Buddha, it's just the speech of the near Buddha.
Right. And because he's using a quote from Maitreya, maybe there's something in there.
Yeah,
It would be
maybe.
cute.
Yeah.
That's
But
subjective.
it's actually not what it is, but those are all really good good surmisings.
Mm.
Let's read Gyaltsab J's commentary and see if we understand the lines a little bit better. I'll put it up here.
Probably won't.
All right. So I have a reader here. Here's my cat.
Trinity. Trinity.
She has decided to be the queen of the house right now. So while she's doing that, let's have let's see, who hasn't read for a long time. Let's see, who's got their camera on. That's probably the easiest. Hey, Cornelia, how about you? I know you were like, dang it. So we're going to start here on Nipani.
I tried to.
You're going to do great.
Nipani.
Good job. Yay.
Next.
Okay.
Gangchik. Geshe più na skap dank Tartuk Chidon Don Par Brot Par Dank Dan Padang.
Good. Yay. Nice job. We'll separate it here. All right. Well, this is just the second point or something not relevant to us. All right. Sung Kangshik, whatever is spoken, right?
Mhm.
Or whoever who speaks, right?
Or whatever speech, yeah.
Whatever speech, right? All right. So let's pull this together. K-boy Nakub.
In
What's that?
At the time,
Temporary.
oh yeah,
Temporary.
yeah. So he's saying
Right.
done his goals, not meaning.
Yeah, I think the Nakop maybe goes with Tartu, right?
No,
In the con
No, it seems like temporary,
the goals of someone both people's temporary and ultimate goals.
the ultimate goals.
yes,
Yeah.
in the context of those two or something, right?
No, I think it's just goals. The goals
Oh.
of people which are temporary and ultimate.
Uh-huh.
So done is goals, right?
I think so,
Then
yeah.
yes,
It
yeah.
has to be, yeah.
And then of, so ultimate, tongue, and temporary. So just so everyone sees it. It was
Mhm.
if we're moving too fast.
Mhm.
Dungpar Jupa.
Spoken,
Yeah.
expressed.
Directly.
Expressed directly.
Well spoken.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not nun as indirect. It's just
Manifestly.
yeah.
It just means
right.
really or very. Yeah.
So is this another way of saying spoken? Just
Yeah.
like
Yeah, clearly articulated.
Yeah.
and Dung Dempa.
It possesses that clear
It-
articulation.
Right. So we were kind of wrong, I guess, right? Something that possesses and made manifest.
Nah, yeah.
No,
The clear,
spoken.
the clear explanation of those goals, which are temporary and ultimate, by
Right.
whoever.
By whomever. All right. So we had thought it meant just the has meaning, right?
Yeah, because it's
Like,
ambiguous.
yeah.
Oh.
So so this changed what. So
Yeah.
expresses the goals, wishes, desires, ultimate and temporary, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Can even mean benefit.
Okay. Let's move on to the next line here.
Mhm.
How about who would like to read? Hey, Mike,
Mm.
are you there? Or are you behind the sun? Oh, there you are. Okay.
Tim,
I'm
it's
here, thanks.
half a line. Do you want to combine it?
Well, it's the second part of the first part of the verse. So are you saying you want me to do this?
I don't care, whatever.
Oh, okay. All right, Mike, let's go.
What
I
about
might
that
go down to the
shing?
na.
Yeah. Why is
Maybe.
that shing in 16-point font?
It shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Simple slip of the wrist.
Mm.
Right. That's why I separated it, but this could be part of it.
If you want us to continue to be annoying, you didn't put Xing in all caps despite its smaller font.
Wait, I'm gonna be more annoying. Capitalize the R at the end of war. Or
It
make
is capitalized.
16-point font.
It is capitalized.
16
Enlargify.
Yeah.
Mm.
Near.
What? Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's great.
No.
Yeah, but we don't know if that's what his commentary actually. We don't know if that's actually.
What he's
I didn't
saying.
check that. I didn't check the
Nearwar,
import.
Nearwar is a shortened version. Near is a shortened version of Nearwar. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that would be pretty delightfully annoying, nitpicky, and probably helpful. It's pretty good. I don't know if Geshe Michael would do that in the end or not, but it probably is that R.
It
Yeah, he would do it.
It
It's
is.
pretty clever.
Thanks.
Not that R. There we go. I know.
should we do something like this and then
No,
check?
No. It's way weirder what he's saying and very cool. The R in the end of BAR is in the root text.
I see what I see.
It's very clever and useful.
R. It's R. Just R. Yay, that's it.
There. Yeah.
Oh.
He's saying, yeah, that Nyerdrel is Nyerwardrel. It's an abbreviation, and that R that's in the root text is being elaborated upon by Gil sub J. It's good.
All right.
It's cool.
That's cool.
Dorktastic.
And that makes God, this is why it's so hard to learn this stuff. God. All right. Okay. So Mike, I know you've been waiting with bated breath while we were debating how big the R was supposed to be. Why don't we start? Let's read up to here.
Thanks. Jijeki tsiki kyon tadak dang joe chudang nirwan drillshing.
All right, good reading.
All
right. Jujek, he's sick.
Those.
Yeah, words expressing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever the of is. Kyun.
Problems.
Faults. And tadak.
All of them.
All the problems.
All the problems. Tang and Drelwa.
It don't got them.
Avoided him.
None of those problems. It is utterly free of all of those problems.
Oh, so Tang Drelwa means like free of all of the problems. Okay. What kind of problems do we want to?
All of them. We don't have to specify.
Exactly.
All right. So now this is all kind of going together. Chutang Newar Drel.
Newar Drel. Yeah. And it's like juxtap. Yeah. Go ahead.
I mean the Dharma, which is
well, if it's completely one with the Dharma, it's completely bereft of any problems. That which is completely connected to the Dharma has no problems.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
If it's this teaching, it has no problem. Something like that.
Oh, okay. So like the teaching itself is correct. There's no problems you can find in the teaching.
Yeah, if it's that's being expressed.
If chub means okay. Like or the Dharma that's taught is free of any problems. Like he's not making any errors in the Dharma. I'm just making up descriptions because I'm not sure I understand it.
Yeah.
Anyone else have any other things to make up to explain this?
Yeah, no, not really. I'd like to see more of this sentence, I guess.
What's that again? Dunkang?
Well, there's a shing.
Yeah, it's a shing though, so it's sort of it seems like it would be for the next line.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this whole phrase here is offset with the na.
Or the whole sentence.
Whole sentence, or the whole sentence, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. So we kind of things that are connected to Dharma teaching, something like that, are bereft of all problems.
Okay, well, so Galsub J is explaining the Chudang drill, and he's saying
Right.
that, and so this is basically a positive. He's
A
saying
positive, yeah. Mhm.
what it means to be completely this teaching. It means words that have zero problems.
Right. Okay. Because of because of this gi here, right? So this is the of.
Well, the whole
Right.
thing from Juje to Drellway is in a positive.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
For all other people, what is it on positive? Just so people know what you're referring to.
And a positive is a English it's grammar. It means something you put like side by side in a sentence to explain. So if I said Tim, the translator, the translator would be a positive for Tim. So a way of explaining something in a sentence. Yeah.
So it's a type of equivalency, maybe?
Yes, very good word. Yeah.
They're parallel, or they have the same referent.
Yes, correct.
Okay, cool. Just for translators, so they know what our nerdy language means.
Cool.
Right. So yeah, everything before this, and this is where for those who learning Tibetan, this apostrophe I can mean it has several different functions, and you have to determine whether it's an adjectival phrase, or if it's an appositive. There's a third one too. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Possessive.
What's it? A positive.
Possessive. I mean,
Possessive. Yeah. Thank you. Possessive, a positive, or adjectival.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the being connected with the Dharma, all the words that they speak means that it's free from any, or it doesn't have any problems. Was that what you said, word?
Yeah,
The words themselves are correct.
That's what
Okay.
is.
Okay, great. All right. Cool. Let's move on. Let's see who would like to read. I think some of you who are interpreting are fake interpreting, so you don't have to read. Hey, Svetlana.
Ja. Dun gangshink nyam so lang na kam sum gi kun ne nyon mongpa. Pong war chepe tap dun par chepe sung tar dukpa. Nyong mong dang dukniel ta dakshi.
Just keep going. Yeah.
Okay.
Start here again. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
Okay, thank you. Duk niel ta dakshi we pen yon ton par ze pa gangin.
All right. Nice. Thank you for your lovely message yesterday, Svetlana. Thank you. All right. What's this? Let's put this piece together here.
Yeah. If you the goal, should you put it into practice, or the benefit, whatever the benefit, if you practice that. Dun is benefit, we've decided so far, can be meaning.
Right.
Kang Shik, any old, that benefit, we guess. Nyam Sulang means to put it into practice. And Na means, in this case, if you were to put it into practice. We assume
or whenever.
Yeah, when you put it into practice.
And when you
Yeah.
put it into practice, whatever benefits or whatever goals one has, or I don't know. It's whatever we. Do you think that dun means the same as the dun above?
Provisionally for now, I see no reason to think otherwise, though we should be prepared for surprise.
Okay. All right. Let me just copy this down here so we can see it.
I think it's saying whatever the purpose, like for what doesn't really
Yeah.
matter the purpose that you put it into, that you practice it. It doesn't quite matter its purpose. When you practice those words, they're going to get rid of those mental afflictions.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's kind of cool. So it doesn't matter how bad your motivation is.
Yeah, right. So the words
Yeah.
have some inherent power. Okay.
From its own side, right?
Mhm.
Venerable Pala.
Right.
Okay. So when you put them into practice provisionally, that could mean different things.
Yeah.
You know. All right. Kamsun is the three realms.
Yes.
And then thank you for teaching us that this all goes together. And what does that mean again, word?
It just means the negative side of reality, like it's like usually samsaric or as opposed to nirvana or something.
Geshe
Okay.
sometimes says kleshik.
Kleshik.
Yeah.
Okay. And what indicates here that it's possibly kleshik, Venerable Pala?
The fact that the gi comes before kamsum and kune nyomongpa.
Yeah. So I purposely didn't highlight the pa because when what's the difference between nun mong and then versus it when you have the word with the pa at the end?
In this case, it was an abbreviated way of saying Yunmong. However, it can be the difference between negative emotion or negativity. And it seems that in this case, because of Kune, which would kind of lean towards negativity anyway, that the gloss, the elaboration of adding the pa just further hits home that this means negativity in general.
Right.
And I have a question. When there's a pa at the end, doesn't it usually mean the person doing the negative emotions? It's the negative emotioner.
It can, but doesn't with Nyumong.
Okay.
Pa is like, it is but it's like turns things into nouns. Now nounifier. I think they say nominalizer in linguistic studies, which is an annoying word. But yeah, ER doesn't always have to be a person, even in English.
Pa can make something a noun, a verb, or an adjective in Tibetan, in Chinese.
Yeah. So what we're going to get to, the reason we'll see later that it's really important that we're talking about nungmons with the pa versus nungmons without the pa. So we'll figure that out. So basically, what does chepa mean? So everyone can kind of get this.
It's one word, Pongwa Jepa.
Yeah.
I'm asking what the chepa does to the pongwar.
It means to Pongwa, it's like active in the sense that it does that. It does the it just kind of makes it active.
It could just be like ER again, like eliminating or eliminator or anything like that.
Yeah.
That sounds like a great Marvel character, the Eliminator. So when you put that into practice, the practice is the eliminator.
Or it could be eliminating
the eliminating thing, right?
Yeah.
Of negativities of the three realms of samsara, something like that.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, the Nyamsu Lang, putting it into practice, if and when if or when you put it into practice, that will eliminate Fengwarjepa, all the negativity in all three realms.
That's a lot of negativity.
Quite a bit.
You could even say
Excellent.
it acts to eliminate.
Yeah, you could. That's nice.
Well,
Yeah,
that sounds a little bit. That sounds like better English. I like that.
well, and it's a direct translation of the Sanskrit, and so usually that chepa is like something like karma or curd or something like that's what it. So I like what Venerable Upala said. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it could even be an active voice to the verb in the Sanskrit, because you can say you can have passive or active voices. So what is eliminated would be passive versus eliminates would be active. So I'm wondering if the Japa is from that in Sanskrit.
Cool. Let's move on to the next phrase here. Tab tumpar chepa.
Yeah. Well, with the sung, I would say it's the words that demonstrate or explain the method
right
of getting rid of all negativity in all three realms.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah. So
for the all.
What's that word? Nick, what was that?
Except for it's probably not saying all three realms, as we discussed.
Not. That's why the geese there. Of completely eliminating, the negative, the afflicted side of reality in all three realms.
Right. And so this is being the method, right? So the method, right? The teachings are the method. The teachings contain the method, and when you put them into practice, that happens. Hopefully automatically, because it doesn't seem like I'm any more free of my negativities. Okay. Tartuk pa nunmontang. This is all connected together. Hold on. The rest of this is all connected together. So the Tumpar Sepa. Kangying.
Holy teaching.
Holy teaching, right? Penyon is the benefits. Why is that not bigger?
Because you didn't make it bigger?
I didn't make any of these things.
Oh, the Geshe.
Except maybe I did in my. Hold on.
Sleep.
It definitely could be bigger.
Okay, let's just put this here since we put it one sentence. Penyon Tumpar Sepa Kang. Okay.
And that could be bigger too. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Did I get it all? Shiva. Yes. We're missing the. I've actually, this is the first time my text that we've actually done this, and I've just watched. So what I'm seeing here is there is no sa at the end of sung, and is that typically does that happen just in the glossing that sometimes things just fall off?
No, it didn't just fall off. They sometimes, if they gloss it and they insert the root text into a phrase, they have to change the tense of the verb.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
For it to make sense within their gloss. Because with the S, sung becomes taught instead of teaching or something.
Teaching. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So this part here, teaching for the benefit of peace. We got a yin here, right? So looks like the rest of this relates.
Well, what's the Kong? Kong is it just what? Whatever? Or what?
Whatever is taught. Maybe does it refer back to the
song?
The song, maybe? I don't know.
Go back.
Hold on, and let me just pull this line down so everyone can see it.
Let's do the whole verse.
I just take the whole verse. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
There. Okay, there we go. Now we can see it all.
Thank you.
Go away.
I feel like this yin that Gelsubje added changes what's happening here.
Is that possible? Come connect to the Taiyin
I don't think so. Because it's everything above it. Like, therefore, because of everything above. But let's just read. Let's read these parts.
He may be talking, maybe gonna start talking about what the heck Maitreya was meaning when he said those words. Like that, all that is whatever is coming next.
You mean for the Taini, Venerable?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Maitreya is talking about what the heck he's talking about when he says those words too.
I mean, but what comes next in Maitreya's text?
I see.
It's not part of what was quoted, so maybe he's gonna pull that in. I don't know.
Okay.
Or, but let's gloss this little part here. Let's read the Tartuk Pa Nungmong. Freedom. What's that?
Yeah. Wait, is the Tartukpa modifying Nungmong? No, I think it's modifying Song.
Song. Yeah.
I think it's Song Tartukpa. I think so, yeah.
Didn't we have that phrase earlier, Tim, in Tarktupa, like a few months ago? Like we call it ultimate speech.
Maybe
not.
I don't know. Let's have a quick look.
Nope.
Nope.
Try Song Tartuk just one more time.
Without the pa.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's try. No.
Nope. Right. If I hit it harder, maybe it'll.
Only thinking of my book. Yeah.
All right. So it's a qualifier of Sung, then.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
It's after what?
Yeah, because this will it would make this reading a lot easier.
Exactly. all the
negativities or negative emotions and all suffering.
Yeah. That is what is.
That is what is Kung Ying when they're teaching.
No, he's turning Shiwa into a verb. That is what Shiwa'd.
That's what's pieced.
Yeah, that's what's pieced out.
Pieced out. All right. All your negativity. Now, this will be interesting. Is this negativities or is this just negative emotions?
It's negative emotions.
Yeah,
okay.
It seems to be.
He's talking about the end. It's talking about nirvana. So it's pretty.
Right. It's pretty clear there. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And this part is going to be. This is what's going to be important for how we destroy the argument, which we have 7 minutes. Maybe we can get there. Maybe not.
All
right. So basically whatever's pieced out, these are the two things that are pieced out completely.
Yes.
Right. And then he taught, and then the rest of this is pretty straightforward. He taught whatever's taught is for the benefit of piecing out those things. Does that sound? That's a nice way.
If you're going to use an actual translation, Kramer, yes.
I only say for the benefit of the live translators.
Oh, okay. For their opinion.
Putting to rest all negative emotions and suffering.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Lest any should arise trying to deal with our overly casual speech, which is fun.
All right. And here's the last part. Quickly, Venerable Cotting, can you read this line?
Thank you.
I'm not that part. This part. I'm sorry.
Dani drang rong yang dak
Song, Drunk song.
drang song
Hmm.
yang dak par zokpe sange ki sung yin gi.
Okay. From that, the drunk song, right? The straight goer.
Well, Danny doesn't necessarily mean from that.
Therefore,
It could be that is.
Yeah, it could be. It could just
and
be.
that is.
I mean, then,
It is. It is.
It is.
Yeah,
All of that
kind of means.
if everything before is
Yeah.
this is what
Yeah.
comes afterwards, right?
Yep.
So
Yeah.
that te means everything before.
Uh-huh.
The ni indicates, well,
is
everything.
probably.
Knee generally means what's on the left of me is on the right of me.
Yeah, equal sign. I like to translate it as.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for people that didn't hear that, equal signs,
Smiley face.
smiley face, and
Yeah.
with a forehead, something like
Right.
that. All right. They need drunk song.
I think of it more as like a crying cat emoji, but yeah, either way.
All right, so Yangdak Bar Sokpe Sange. It's a nice Buddha,
Totally complete Buddha.
a Buddha who is totally complete, completely complete.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yangdak Bar Sokpe, completely complete.
Some Buddha.
Yeah,
Oh.
which is glossing who the highest person here is.
Yeah.
The drunk song. That's who speaks, right? That's who's speaking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And what's this ski doing?
But
Let's
But
find out.
all right, we got 4 minutes. Let's see if we can get this.
Is
we
it
need
but
a
though?
reader.
There's no Shay.
maybe, I don't know, we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, before the
Yes.
Tele, I think you're right, but
it is, I think it is a but in this case. How about
I think so. Because
Hey,
he's going into the go question.
Earl and
Yeah.
Sarah? Could you read?
Okay. Together at the same time.
Tele, go.
Okay. Tele dopa nyong to ge
Nay?
nye le dang de tam chi chin
Chin? Chin.
Chin.
Mhm.
chi malopa gangyang ni ton son I don't know.
Tone?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
De
Okay.
sing sik jang ni sang ge ki sung ma ying par she par jo
Ciao.
Ciao.
Nice. Good job, Sarah. Looking forward to seeing you next week. Yay. All right. Tele?
Therefore.
Dokpa.
Or could be rather than that.
Yeah, it could be.
Dokpa.
Therefore, rather, because we have the gi before it. So maybe rather.
Could be rather than that.
Rather than.
Could be. Yeah, Dokpa otherwise. What ain't that?
Well, it's not that.
Would it be but in that case, or would it not be but in that case?
Well,
Because there'd be two negatives or two disjunctives.
Yeah, right. What is other than that? Sure, right.
Yeah.
What is other than that?
Right. Although we have that Shen coming and I lit later.
And there's a couple negatives coming. There's three.
Yeah, but this is very interesting. What's about to happen?
Mitunpa malokpa.
Yeah.
What?
Chinchimalokpa.
That ma
Incontrovertible.
Yeah, that ma is actually makes it a positive.
Okay. There we go.
Incontrovertible method.
Yeah, it just
what Chinchima.
Yes,
Chinchimalokpa.
Ass backwards from ass backwards.
Not ass backward. So what's Nunto? Nunto?
That's exciting to me. Yeah, this could be like higher states.
Well, Nelek specifically is Nirvana or Buddhahood.
Higher birth?
Yeah, right. It's higher birth. I think it is.
Higher
Well,
births and
Yeah.
freedom.
well, they put them together pretty often. Either
Yeah.
you get a higher birth or you get Nirvana or Buddhahood.
Yeah,
Isn't it
this was in my book I got too.
Yeah, it's like
Right.
there's a tong in there. It's and
Yeah.
We account for lower scope motivation. It is considered in line with the teaching that you could use them to get out of lower birth and don't have to go all the way to nirvana, and is right sometimes considered in line with the teaching. So I wonder if this is an exception.
I always just thought it was just if you don't make it.
Oh,
Like you're trying, but
Kebusum, right? The three types of motivations that are allowable for, right, a practitioner that gets to be called a practitioner of the teachings of the Buddha could be,
yeah.
right, the lowest one could just be wanting to not have a bummer next life.
Well, you can still be
Would-
human, so can't you still have a bummer next life?
Oh,
You-
yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
By
quite,
definition.
Yeah.
quite possible.
But lower
So
realm,
this is
yeah.
interesting. So a type for that, for achieving that, an unfailing Chinchi Malopa method, any Kangyang, any unfailing method.
This is
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
No.
So any
Not toss.
it's more positives. That's why it's a little confusing.
Mhm.
yeah. So let's go to the left side of the knee. I think this will help us.
Okay.
Six shin.
I don't think it's Sik-shen. I think it's Mi Tunpei Sik is Shen.
Is shin
I
Yeah.
think so. I think so.
That which was not taught,
not taught?
Hmm.
words which were not taught, in order to faithfully, perfectly, as a method for achieving higher birth and freedom, liberation,
Yeah.
getting out.
Or the achievement of that and the method which leads you to that correctly.
So the part I'm missing somewhere, and maybe I'm just not hearing it. The dokpa here.
That's the thing. It's a positive too. He says, otherwise, Tele, what is Dokpa is something which does not mitun tik, which words do not indicate. It-
Okay. Mhm.
yes, that's why I was saying it's confusing. Yeah, it's
Okay.
like
I see. So dokpa.
yeah,
What's
being
what that
explained.
is
Yeah.
what's being is now. Okay. Now I'm seeing it. Okay. Thank you. Ugh.
And it's
Okay.
Dokpa Shen. This is his elaboration of Dokpa Shen. So when word says it's a positive, meaning one thing next to another, clarifying it, that sort of style is extra common when we're
Mhm.
getting commentary, and it can be awkward, and it is awkward here. The grammar is a little funky
yes,
because he's saying funky, awkward, strange. You get it? What do I mean
Yeah.
by funky? Oh, it's funky, awkward, strange, uneasy. And he's doing that with his speech. He's elaborating by putting words next to each other that have similar meaning.
Right. Okay. So the positive for dokpa is all of this,
yeah, and for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, Shen
And the
also.
and for shen.
Yeah,
And the
that's
Shen.
it's it's a very helpful way of elaborating on Dokpa Shen. So the whole middle is, oh, what do we mean Dokpa Shen? Oh, you know, Topa nguntud nge legdang de tap chinchi malopa kangik mitum betikshen.
Hmm.
And
All
then
right.
what's after the knee is also explaining the summing up the
Explaining.
whole thing.
Right. So
Mhm.
let's sum up.
Well-
Let's sum up the whole thing now. Sangeki sung mayin par she par jiao.
Buddha never said that.
You got to understand that
Right. You got
that's
to
not.
understand that's not the speech of the Buddha.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right, cool.
And
All
that's
right,
how
great.
you gloss.
Yeah.
God, okay. Gelsub J is difficult. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thanks for going with that, because now we can all look smart next time with Geshe.
Mm.
All right.
Thanks, Tim.
Kappa Majung.
Well, the thing is, I always go into class feeling like, oh, I got it, and then I'm gonna look smart, and then within like 3 words, I look dumb. So it's a kind of a it's like it's my coursum. Just keep going over. Anyway, okay. Just for because we still have 10 minutes. I just want to go through what the actual answer to this debate is, so we can not feel like we didn't learn everything here. So back to the beginning, right?
Yes.
If something is considered the speech of the Buddha, it necessarily needs to be something whose intent is to remove negative emotions in students. And
Okay.
Upala said, well, is there something that the Buddha said that didn't have that intent? Right. And we were like, oh, how you put on your robes, or, bananas or something like that. But the real answer is a little bit further down here. And it has to do with the difference. I'll just do it up here quickly. It has to do with the difference between this word I can't pronounce very well. This as negative emotions, and the pa, which is negativities. And those beings who have reached nirvana still have subtle seeds of seeing things as coming from themselves. And so the speech of the Buddha at that point for that type of being is not for the purpose of removing negative emotions. It's for the purpose of helping them remove it as a negativity, because it's a slight seed of misunderstanding. And that's not a klesha, but it's something that is kleshic.
Oh, wow.
Yay.
So high level bodhisattvas still have the tendency to see things as coming from themselves, and that's kleshic, but it's not a klesha.
This
And
is
so-
what was being clarified, was that,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Yeah, Ben's like, oh, right. And so the speech of the Buddha could also be that's an example of the speech of the Buddha not being for the purpose of, or in order to remove negative emotions in students.
Boy.
Even though it
Okay.
does do that, it also can do something else too. Because not all non-Buddhas still have kleshas, I guess.
Not all non-Buddhists still have kleshas. Right. Yeah. It seems, I mean, I want there to be something more to it, Tim. No offense, but I'm a little bit bothered that you were able to put it more clearly than Gyaltsab J.
No,
that-
Gyaltsab J was just explaining, it was just a commentary on these 4 lines.
Okay, right. Okay.
He explains
Okay.
what Tim does right after the quote.
Oh, we just didn't cover that.
Right.
Oh. Okay.
Right.
Great.
There's
Cool.
it probably says more later on, right?
Yeah, it
Okay.
does.
That was just
Okay.
glossing the quote itself, right?
He's going to say something like, hey, there's some other beings who don't have negative emotions anymore, but they're still not Buddhas. And the Buddha's speech also helps them.
Right. And I think the Gelsub J does explain it by adding this pa here, because it's inclusive of all of those things, which include the sufferings, that the kleshik thing still in the mind of a high level bodhisattva, and all the other kleshas that samsaric beings have as well.
So
here's what he says there in the
he's
chat.
preparing for the attack. Oh, thank you. I see.
But it says 3 realms here. Are bodhisattvas still in the 3 realm?
Yeah, they are.
They are.
They are.
Yeah. The only one who's not in the cycle in the drawing of the wheel of life is the Buddha.
Yeah. But arhats aren't in the 3 realms, as far as if they're a high
Boy.
level, if they're a high level bodhisattva, they are not, they are an arhat. Therefore not in the 3 realms.
You got a point. I don't know. You got me on the ropes here. It's true.
But they still have those subtle shadows of.
Yeah, but it brings back Duoduo's question. Then are they in the 3 realms? Those could there be someone then who's not in the 3 realms who has negativity? That's a great question. Maybe we just identified one.
But yeah, but what takes you out of samsara is nyongmongs, not shadrips. So you can have shadrips and be out of the 3 realms.
Right.
Right. And actually, Word, what you just said is where it ends up going in the argument.
Aha!
Shadrips meaning obstacles to omniscience for those who.
Yeah, you can have
because right here is where he then brings some shadrips.
Oh my goodness, it's obstacles to omniscience.
Yeah. So
they were lurking all along.
Just below.
Exactly. Right. So in that way, that's kind of, I think, the key to the argument, which we figured out before we got there. So good job, everyone.
Madrip, nah.
Wait.
Yeah.
And with that, everyone,
cool.
With that, we have 3 minutes. Peter has a good question. He said, how is an obstacle to omniscience not ignorance? I would say obstacles to omniscience is still subtle seeds of misunderstanding.
Nobody said it's not ignorance. We said it wasn't a mental affliction.
Right.
It's specifically ignorance, but I don't know if it's misunderstanding.
I would say it's specifically misunderstanding.
It's the seeds for that. It's not the active misunderstanding.
It's the obstacles for
that. so are those tendencies to still have the subtle seeds the obstacles to omniscience? Is that what we're saying?
Yes, by definition.
Yes. Okay. Cool. Well,
but the problem is misunderstanding a mental affliction, and the high school says it is not.
It is not.
And so maybe that's one of the reasons they say that, because if it was, you would eliminate all your shade drips when you eliminated all your nun drips.
Right.
Ooh.
They do define things based on how to get out of things on the debate ground, so I wouldn't disagree.
Well, thank you everybody for such a great class. I really enjoy doing teams classes with you. It's a lot of fun. I felt like I learned a lot today from all of you. So thank you very much.
Thank you, team, for a wonderful class.
Thank you.
And
now over to our reporter.
Man on the scene. There he is.
Okay, how's going? Good to see you all. Thank you, team, for your team class. And of course, we want to, well, that's coming soon. First, let's just start with a kind reminder that very, very soon, we're gonna have the Hatha Yoga Pradipika happening in Sedona area. It was good, interesting for me to hear from Lydia that most of the sessions and classes are gonna happen actually in a different venue. It's the Poco Diablo Hotel Resort. The YSI people managed to, schedule the, I guess, conference room there. So many of the classes are gonna be happening there. If you're planning to attend live, now we know. If you're planning to attend online, don't worry about it. But some of the classes in the morning are gonna be at the college, but most of the classes in the evening are gonna be at Poco Diablo. Okay, also a reminder that this year, at the end of this year, our dear friend Gielse is planning a retreat in Diamond Mountain. So you can take the opportunity to spend the New Year's there. It's gonna be a great way to say hello to 2025. The dates are gonna be going from December 29 to January 3rd, and in the beautiful lands of Diamond Mountain. Also, the reminder that the new release of Sponsors Edition of Emptiness Meditation is now ready and available. I think many people have been waiting for this moment. This is, as Geshe Michael says, the Diamond Cutter Classics and Diamond Cutter Press bestseller book. So yeah, there is a chance. Just follow the QR code. And in these same topics, She Utpala is organizing an emptiness meditation retreat a little more into mid-January on next year, 2025. But it will be cool if you already have the book. You can show up there, be a great student. I have read some parts of the book. The book is amazing, super worth it. You can get it either electronic version or, of course, now the printed one. Okay, so next picture, please. Today, we have a friend. She lives in Spain. You may know about her, and is here with us, Teresa Pirosanto, to tell us about this event they are producing in Japan this year. Hello, Teresa. How are you?
Hola, Juan. Hello, everybody. Thank you for inviting me. Such a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, nice to see you again. And I hear you have been having a very, busy year. You were a few months ago, you were in Turkey, no?
Yes, we were having a great retreat in Antalya, Turkey. It was a wonderful experience.
And now you are about to go to Japan for this, again, new retreat of Prema.
Yes, that's true. So I wanted to invite everybody, if you're going to be in Japan, so after Geshe-la's teaching, we will be having this very beautiful retreat. It is going to be, Juan, in a very nice region of Japan called Mountain Koya region, in a very special temple that it's called Sekishon. This was built like 1,100 years ago. Wow. And one of the most amazing gardens. It has 6,600 square meter gardens with very beautiful oak trees. And it's one of the most beautiful places in Mount Koya.
And can you tell us a little bit of what the topics of this event are going to be? I can see Conila, J. Villader, Earl, Alfonso is wonderful. So what is it gonna be about this time?
Okay, I can tell you a little bit. We have lots of surprises. I don't want to spoil everything.
Okay.
But Conila already promised us to give some meditation walks in the pine woods and meditations in some of the ancient stone lanterns monuments that are there. It's going to be very cold, probably snowing. So she will be also teaching some warming preparatory pranayama techniques, as we learned in the Hatha Yoga Pradipika.
Wonderful.
I will be teaching yoga daily, and most for sure we will be doing some dancing too as warm-up. And Alfonso, who is a great yoga teacher, he will be teaching very special alignment classes each afternoon.
Okay.
And then we have Earl, that he's going to be teaching the beautiful teaching, The Source of All My Good by Jetson Kappa. It's such an amazing prayer.
Wonderful.
And what else can I tell you? We are planning to do like walking meditation with candles outside in the snow, and many other surprises that you have to come to see them.
Okay, wonderful. We have another poster I want to show the audience, but it says that for those people who attend the other programs happening in Japan this December, there is going to be like special, I don't know, deals or benefits or something. I guess we will find out. But what I know is that if you attend the other events on the Steps of the Path and the ACIM, the SKAA events, then it says a shuttle bus can take you directly from there to the other retreat. So it may be a very good way to kind of start putting into practice like a period of time when you can, after teaching retreat with Geshe Michael, you go here, have a kind of a quiet time to apply some teachings before you get ready to go back wherever you're coming from.
That is great. Yes, I was about to say that. It's like the perfect environment so that all the teachings that you just had with Geshe get settled in your heart, and you prepare yourself to come to the end of the year with an open heart and with a quiet mind. So perfect.
Very nice. So yeah, I mean, if some people are already going to Japan, this may be a good chance to just catch up with this opportunity. I mean, for some of us, the trip is long, so just make your trip worth twice. So yeah, thank you very much, Teresa. I'll see you there if everything goes well, and sending best wishes in the meantime. Thank you for sharing with us today.
Muchas gracias. Thank you.
Gracias a ti también. Buen día.
Beso. Gracias.
Adiós. Okay, there you go. So now you know, after the Kyoto event, Prema is having their retreat there. You can catch them both if you feel interested about it. So let's now talk about, next picture, please. Exactly, the actual place, the actual retreat we were just talking about, where Geshe Michael is going to be teaching the last chapter on Steps on the Path. And for that, I would like to welcome our presenter today, but not without showing the next picture.
Oh, God.
Thank you, team, so much for everything you do. And we want to say happy birthday. I know it's not today, but almost. It was yesterday. So anyways, thank you really, because you do take care of a lot of people. You do take care of a lot of things. I really appreciate what you're doing. So thank you for being here. And now we can talk about Kyoto event.
Wow, thank you, Juan. When you said but first, and I was like, oh God, what is it going to show?
No.
You're so good at like keeping people on the edge. You know?
Okay. No, it's kids friendly.
Well, thank you, Juan. Thank you for everything that you do. So what I wanted to announce is we have filled up all of our spaces in Kyoto, and which is amazing, right? And we have a waiting list, Juan, and a lot of people have signed up for that. And I know a lot of people still want to come. So we have racked our brains on how to do this. And we're calling it a miracle happened. All of a sudden we have 60 more seats. So basically what happened is we were able to get another room at the hotel that we didn't think was available. And so it's right next to the main room. So if anybody wants to come and be there with the community, be in the same hotel with all the teachers and Geshe Michael. This is now a possibility. This overflow ticket is a lot cheaper than the regular one because it's in a separate room, but it's right there. You can see everybody. You can be with everybody. And, we also have a secondary problem that I'm just going to bring up. And, we still have 30 rooms left at the hotel. And unfortunately, we have a contract for those 30 rooms, which means whether you guys stay in them or not, ACI still has to pay for them. And we tried everything to get out of this contract, and there's no way to do this. So what we're asking is, if you would like to come, we still have 30 rooms. If anyone cares, that's $87,000.
87, okay.
Which is what ACI still owes, and so we're a little nervous about it. And there's a lot of people who have signed up to come, and we're offering. There's also someone who has graciously offered a little bit of a scholarship for the rooms as well. So if you've signed up for Kyoto, if you're part of the SCA group that's coming, and you would like to stay in the hotel with everybody, the Diamond Mine Academy out of Germany has given us a very nice donation to help people stay in the hotel. So essentially it's 1.5 nights free of the whole thing from the scholarship. And we're trying to give that money away to help encourage people to stay at the hotel because we have this large bill.
Wonderful. I see.
We know we're going to be fine in the end. Everything always turns out okay. But the cool thing is now 60 more people can come to the event. And I know a lot of you want to come. So here's the sign up here. If you would like to come for the overflow room, if you're coming with SCA, and I know many of you are, please reach out to Sugang and Shintian, and they can help get you the rooms that you need.
We have a poster also for SCA. Maybe we can show it really quickly with the QR codes. If people are also aiming for that, there is like a way to connect. But I do believe, team, it's very worth it if people can make it and be there live. Even if you're in a separate room, the atmosphere that it builds there, and the people that you can get to meet and to connect with and to talk, to spend time, is super, super worth it. I see this as a kind of a worldview summit that happens in Kyoto now. It's becoming almost like a year tradition and a good way to celebrate the new year. And we just talked with Tere. A lot of people also from YSI, for Brema, other organizations are going to be there. The people from the college, the people from Steps on the Path. So it's really, really a wonderful experience just being there.
Great. And I'm looking forward to seeing everyone. I'm very happy that you're coming, Juan. And, and I agree with you. This event has become more of a worldview summit than anything else. It's not just a Steps on the Path program. Everyone is coming. All the organizers around the world are coming, all the leaders, all the directors. And now we can bring 60 more people too. Right. Wonderful. And so we're hoping to continue to expand this in future years as well, especially when we start talking more about the 5 houses, which Juan, we should talk about that a little bit later.
Cool. I like it. Okay. So thank you for sharing with us, team. I on my side, I'm just keep encouraging people. If you can make it, it's really, really wonderful. The experience in Japan is something so worth to see. And I'm also glad that I have the chance to go. And I guess we'll see what happens soon. We'll keep reporting on the news on this quest to get 60 more people to come. Wow, wonderful. And very happy birthday again. Now you're shining.
Thank you. Thank you, Juan. I appreciate it.
Okay, see you soon in Sedona.
Bye. Thank you. Take care.
Okay. And everyone, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening, for taking the time to learn cool and new ideas, and for your interest in everything that's happening in the Worldview Network. And finally, I just would like to invite you as well. We are planning a New Year's Eve event. I still need to check on some details with the schedule masters, but I'm letting you know in advance it's happening for sure. So you can expect a big worldwide view organizations party happening at some point on December 31st. With this, I say bye and see you Monday if everything goes well. Thank you so much for being here. Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you, Juan. Thank you for everything you do.
Happy birthday.
Woo.